All right, guys, we're on to the 2017 Super Duty with the 6.7 liter diesel. Love this truck. We're on the second battery, disconnecting them completely. And this is completely cold engine. You can see I'm touching everything. Cold's a relative word on this, really, because we're in Florida. It's not super cold right now. But cold engine. Here we go. We release that one. And we release this one. Nothing's on. We're going to put the jump pack to these battery cables here because this is usually the one that needs to start. So we're going to hook it up to these ones. Just like we did on the 150, the EcoBoost, we're going to do the same thing here. One thing about this that I've noticed, when you're trying to put like this stuff back into here, you better be good at Jenga or some puzzles or something, because it doesn't go in easy. I mean, you might have to take a couple things out of there and keep just the important stuff in. Again, we're going to hook up to the cables. Just keep those hooked up. We'll turn our unit on. It is on. You can see it. It is fully charged again after we did the edge there. You can hear stuff happening, so it's clicking on and off. Let me see if it'll start with just that. Funny enough, though, we don't have any of the batteries hooked up, but it's still running. Unlike on the 150 when we did that, it shut off. It is still going. I'm going to shut this off. Actually, it is off. Okay, well, the diesel will run by itself without any batteries hooked up, just off of the alternator, apparently. So that's pretty awesome, but it won't do it on the gas one. So almost makes you think that the alternator's not working on there, but we know it is. So it will start the 6.7 liter diesel from cold. I mean, if it's like below zero outside and this is cold too, you're probably gonna have to hit that boost button and hopefully that it starts. These 6.7s usually start pretty easy though. So, but if you got like the 7.3, one of them older ones, sometimes they can be a bear to start. Plus, this is supposed to be able to start a 13 liter diesel, which is like a tractor trailer or something. I'm not thinking that's going to be as easy as they're making it sound. If I ever get around to a tractor trailer, maybe I'll see if they'll let me jump start their truck. But there you have it. It started. Let me shut this off. Well, there you have it, guys. A quick review and test of the JFEGWO 6000 amp battery jump starter. It jump started everything we wanted to start. Again, this ain't ideal conditions because it is warm out. The vehicles were cold, but it's like 89, 90 degrees here, so it's pretty warm. But it did start it with ease, even without the batteries connected. On the diesel, it kept it running. The diesel doesn't need the power like the gas engines do because they're the glow plugs and stuff, so, or there's no spark plugs. So it'll run without the batteries in it as long as you have it running. The gas will not, so remember that. Two complaints I have about it is the case where you're trying to put the jump cables in there, your power brick and all that. It's like a Jenga fit. It's just so hard to try to get it in there. So you might end up taking your brick out like I think we're going to do with the charging cable, just to make enough room in there so we don't struggle with it so much. And another is the rubber doors that cover all the ports. They're not very tight fitting, so that IP65 rating could be lower that, in my opinion, because of those. If they're not perfectly seated in there and they move at all, it's not going to be waterproof or water resistant at all. But other than that, it did what it was supposed to do. I love the display on that, the big display. As you see, after the jumps, it didn't take much of the power. On the edge, it took it down a little bit, but that was the initial charge. But it went down a little bit more on that one. But that's no big deal. I still had enough power in it to jump start anything we need. We didn't even have to use that boost button. But like I said, in the cold conditions, cold vehicle, that boost button is probably going to come in handy. So we'll probably test those more.
JFEGWO, keep energized.